As you know, sometimes they say the Supreme Court follows the election returns. As the North retreated from its commitment to racial equality, which had grown out of the Civil War, the 14th Amendment, the importance of the 14th Amendment shifts. The court begins to retreat from using the 14th Amendment to protect the rights of blacks and move more and more toward using it to protect the basic rights of corporations. Legally speaking, a corporation is a person, a kind of fictive person in the law. The 14th Amendment says no person can be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. In the 1870s, 80s, 90s, even into the 20th century, state governments began passing laws regulating corporate behavior. Laws setting, limiting the number of hours a person could work. Laws regulating prices on rates on railroads. Laws setting standards for laboring conditions in mines and factories. Over and over again, the Supreme Court would declare those laws unconstitutional under the 14th Amendment. They deprived the person, the corporation, of their property without due process of law. And this gave companies a free hand in trying to impose labor conditions which were often very oppressive, very dangerous. Another famous case had to do with whether a company, particularly this was common in mining communities, could pay people in scrip, not in real money, but in just paper which was only good at a local company store. And you can see the abuses of that, because then the store could charge whatever price it wanted, and this scrip was only good there, so people's wages really, weren't free. They weren't free to use them anywhere they wanted. States would pass laws barring that, and the Supreme Court overturned those laws on the grounds that it violated the right of property of these corporations. So for a long time, this is what's called freedom of contract jurisprudence. The 14th Amendment came to be seen as protecting freedom of contract. That is, if you agreed to go to work under those circumstances, well, then you have no right to complain. That you've made a contract, and the government has no right to intervene to try to determine the conditions and circumstances under which labor takes place.